winless. United in the Europa League. Europa League.
Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to United View. Welcome to another road trip. I am not in Czechia, although, as you can see from the windows, it basically feels like I am. Minus whatever settings. It's just as cold as being in Czech Republic right now, but I'm not there. I will be at UVHQ, but this is my, pre-match thoughts. It's my ritual. I always do it. Not that it brings good luck, to be honest with you, but routine is key. There's no way to dress this up, and I know this is boring, yeah, but there's no margin for errors. There's no margin for errors in these last 3 games in the Europa League. I've said it many times before that it is going to be completely unacceptable for us to be finishing outside that top 24. That's going, so that would be going out of the competition. And in my opinion, I still think it's somewhat unacceptable to not finish in the top 8 with the amount of chances and opportunities you get, the amount of matches there are to finish just in the top 8 to make sure we automatically go through. I think would be shocking. I mean, we'd have to accept it if we get 9th downwards. Given that the change that we've had, it is this about getting through. But at a time when we already don't have time on the training pitch, the players are coming back from injury. Ruben Amorim wants more time with the squad to work with them. We don't need to be giving him 2 extra games just to get through to the knockout phase of the Europa League. It would be criminal if we did that. And, we don't have the trust in this team to be able to say that definitely won't happen. But that's why this Viktoria Plzeň game tonight is so important. I think we've got 9 points. And we need to start putting some points on the board. Rangers to come at home, and then I think it's FC SB after that. So no messing about. It's as simple as that. We cannot be affording to play extra games. We already got the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, etc., and we want more time for Ruben to imprint his style with this team, and that's going to come on the training pitch. So we need at least like a few gaps between games, because this back-to-back game thing is hurting us. Having said that, it's a chance for players to play. It's a chance for us to keep learning about this team under Ruben Amorim. It's a chance for him to keep learning about them. And I want to see, obviously I want to see a win. But like he says he wants us to win well. In the presser, he says, yes, we want to win tomorrow, but we want to win well. Focus on the performance levels. I mean, Cyril Malacia was sat beside him in the presser, which, is the biggest indication that, that player is starting. So we take that he's starting. Onana's probably is going to be a shoe-in to start. I'd probably say Bruno a shoe-in to start. Other than that, it's kind of fair game, innit? With this team, you just don't know. How much rotation does he do? Again, it's a must-win game. Even in the Premier League, they're must-win games, and we haven't been winning them. Do you know what I mean? He's got 1 win in 4 in the Prem, and we haven't won in the Europa League away from home since, what was it? March 2023, I think. Simon Peach said. So it's not looking good. We only got our first win in Europe in a year at home against Bodo Glimt, and then now we're looking for our first win away in Europe in over a year as well, well over a year. So listen, look, I saw a few of the comments from what their player was saying in their presser. I can't remember his name, and he was saying we're going to run a lot, we're going to play hard, we're going to make it uncomfortable for them, play our game, etc. And Bodo Glimt, we were hearing the same vibes from Bodo Glimt. No mugs, mate. No mugs. And we're supposed to dust down these teams quite easily by name, but that's not the team we are. Teams smell blood against us. You know what I mean? If teams sense that actually, if you work harder than this United team, which isn't hard to do, you'll get joy. You will get joy, and that's why we have to be at it. I think Malacia starting will give us, that balance on the left-hand side. I think, to be fair to him, it's been such a long road back, but he was good against Saka in that first half at the Emirates. I really, really worried for him after that first half against Bodo Glimt, where he really, really struggled. I think Zinkernagel ran him, and in general, he just wasn't playing too well, which you'd expect. He's been out for a hell of a long time. To come in and play that well against Saka wasn't a masterclass, but I really worried for him. So to come and do that, that's a big positive. And a week later now, so unused sub against Forest, so he gets the whole week to recover and hopefully go a little bit longer than 45 minutes this time, or maybe it's another pre-planned sub as well. But him down that left-hand side is going to give us balance. Don't get me wrong, against Bodo Glimt, attacking-wise, again, when he was on the ball in the final third, we needed more from him. The crosses from him weren't great, but he was trying, and he's naturally left-footed, so it gives us a bit of balance. And for him, it's about match rhythm. So I think that will help us. Interesting to see what goes on at right wing back. Does Anthony come in? Does Anthony come in at right wing back? We always want it to be Ahmad, but in the interest of Ruben Amorim keep changing his squad, it could easily be Anthony. Again, he got the nod against Bodo Glimt with Manasseh on the other side, so maybe he's looking to say that those are the Europa League guys. So I think he might go with Anthony. I think he might go with Anthony again, which would be interesting. The centre back pairing, the three centre backs is interesting because Leach hasn't been playing too well. You know, do you put Mazraoui in at left centre back? I think Maguire will come in for De Ligt. And I think Yoro will start again. I've got a feeling Yoro will start again. If he doesn't, then I think it will go Leacher, Maguire, and then Mazraoui right centre-back. Dalla will be on the bench, like I said, because I think he'll probably go with Anthony. Midfield 2 is important, interesting. I think he'll go Casemiro. I think he'll go Casemiro and I think Ugarte will get a break. I think Ugarte get a break, got City on the weekend. I think he'll go Casemiro and Bruno. I think he'll go Bruno deeper in this game. We'd expect us to have the ball, which we don't always like Bruno deeper there, but I just think that's where he's going to play. And in the 10s, I think Marcus Rashford finally does get a start. I think he'll go with Mason Mount in the right 10. His last start was against Arsenal, didn't start against Forest, so he'll probably start this one and then maybe won't start against City. And then up front, I think he'd go with Joshua Zirkzee. I don't think Rasmus Højlund will start. So, you know, we shall see. It's very difficult to predict, you know, Amorim lineups. You know, I mean, first of all, as well, actually, I forgot. We got a squad full of players. We got a full complement. Apart from Luke Shaw, who we know is a long-term absentee always. Toby Collier's back. Victor Lindelof is back. I think Johnny Evans is back and has travelled. So we got a full squad, man. We can rotate a lot. But this rotation, I know the argument of the pushback is, you know, maybe don't do it so much and, you know, the players is a bit difficult. But, you know, a lot of the reports are saying that the players quite like it because it keeps everyone involved. It keeps everyone wanting to play. And it's whether you're glass half full, glass half empty. I remember doing a lot of reading up on Amorim on his way in and speaking to a lot of Portuguese journalists, and they said he uses his squad. He keeps all the players buying in. And I think whilst he's trying to, you know, find his best team, which he probably roughly knows now, but whilst he's trying to do that, and there's a lot of games where he has to rotate, he can't burn players out. They have to be fresh. They have to be ready, which is going to show in terms of, you know, the different players that we're playing and the lack of continuity in the team. But at the same time, it's needed. It's needed. So, yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-1 Man United win. We still got the bozo gene, and because we keep changing everything, we still just concede stupid goals. I really pray that Viktoria Plzeň haven't worked out that we're poor from defending corners. Hopefully we can sort that out. Please do not concede from a corner. That would go a long way. But yeah, 2-1 my prediction. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you at the match view, and we better get this W, man, because we're running out of games in the Europa League. Take care. See you lot in a bit. Peace.